Hershey, the guy who ran Hershey, and the guy who ran what was the other one?
The Titanic. JP Morgan.
JP Morgan, the guy who's basically the money man on the Titanic. That they colluded to get all these other people on the Titanic, right? Them two, who was supposed to be on the Titanic, didn't go, and blew the shit up, so that they
have a lot of people
so that they can have a monopoly in their field.
No, that's some white people shit to do.
I got hot news straight off the presses of 1912. The Titanic never sank, and the truth will shock you. Buckle up, Buttercup. The beautiful luxury cruise liner RMS Titanic shipped off for its maiden voyage on April 10th, 1912. It sailed for several days before striking an iceberg off the coast of Newfoundland. The ship's sinking lost about 1,500 passengers, including Jack, who died even though Rose totally had room on that door. The Titanic never really sunk because it was swapped for a near-identical sister ship called the Olympic in a dual scheme involving insurance fraud and violent robber baron takeover of the United States economy. Ever heard of J.P. Morgan? Link, do you know what J.P. Morgan stands for?
Oh, wow, you've done this all ahead of
Just
time.
planning murder on the regular and getting away with it like a naughty boy. You never saw that in there. Okay, J.P. Morgan was considered a robber baron, belonging to a class of extremely wealthy men who nearly control all industry. Multiple rich dudes that were in disagreement with J.P. Morgan died in the Titanic crash. J.P. Morgan's famous absence is meant to cover up another famous absence from the Titanic. Milton Hershey, founder of Hershey's Chocolates, an already wealthy candy robber baron himself, put down a $300 deposit to secure a room on the Titanic, but due to illness or work stress, the stories conflict, he left a week early. Until recent history, Hershey has enjoyed massive uncontested success despite being terrible chocolate. It is objectively horrible chocolate.
Yeah, I agree with that. I don't like Hershey's. Y'all like Hershey's? Like that?
Yeah, and I like the cookies and
Like the Hershey's cookies and
cookie
cream?
cream. Yeah.
Do you like Hershey's better than other chocolate though?
Kiss? No.
Right, like
No.
the Hershey's Kiss. Like that's
Yeah.
what they're talking about. I agree. I always like wondered, how did Hershey get so popular? Like it's not even like it's edible, it's good, but it's not the best chocolate.
They got-
It be the dance, the commercial.
No, they got popping off for s'mores. They used another.
That's what it
brand.
was. They got popping up with s'mores. Thanks for that. The theory is that Hershey, the guy who ran Hershey, and the guy who ran what was the other one?
The Titanic.
The
JP Morgan.
JP Morgan, the guy who's basically the money man on the Titanic, that they colluded to get all these other people on the Titanic, right? Them two, who was supposed to be on the Titanic, didn't go, and blew the shit up, so that they
have a lot of people.
so that they can have a
on there.
monopoly in their field.
No, that's some white people shit to do. Not
that's some
So they took the
evil
Olympic,
businessman shit
they
to do.
Painted it and said, "Oh, it's a Titanic," and they put it out in the water, and they did that.
Sounds right.
Yeah, not that
Like,
far off.
Look,
That's why these billionaires are dead. That was this
I always thought we had proof that
Game of Thrones,
it hit
like
it hit
in our
something.
face. No lie.
Yes.
They put them on the chopping block. They did something. They couldn't go to trial for it, and this is how they put them on the chopping block. You see, you're gonna go in this separate on a video game controller, and
That's another one. I don't even know what's that about. If that could possibly be like a setup or anything, but they definitely knew that it wasn't 100% safe when they went down there.
it's on that NDA.
I feel like this is what we continuously hear about the rich and powerful and the government. They say one thing and then we get the real truth afterwards, right? Later on when people start doing their own investigation, right?
Yeah.
You can't just go on their word. Like it doesn't work that way.
It never
It
would be.
doesn't ever work that way. I feel like no matter what the situation is, whether it was Pfizer, when it comes to the shot, it doesn't matter who it is. They're not fully truthful with the population, and it's fucking aggravating. It's like,
I feel like they can't be truthful because a lot of these people will lose their fucking minds because people are stupid
people
as hell.
are right.
That's
people
why.
are very gullible as well.
Look,
They
that
want
too.
to believe a perfect picture. They
Right.
don't want it to believe that the world can be.
I understand
this type
that,
of way.
but if you can't create a product that stands up to how people will actually react to it, then the product doesn't stand up. That's just how it works.
That's true.
You want to lie and manipulate and
and then
make
when
things,
we get the product is shitty, and then we have to bring the product back.
or
It's
people
like-
die,
Or people die.
or people
right.
die. Like, you know, it's.
But they knew that, and they used that as a scapegoat, basically, to just take out all their competition. It was one thing that turned into a different thing.
Yeah,
Honestly,
and it's kind of sketchy that just those two guys didn't
Just
show up.
didn't get to show up.
Yeah.
Who
And
knows?
those are probably the richest people that were on that boat.
J.P. Morgan, like, we know that guy is caking.
Right. People, we hear commercials about him up to this day.
Yeah, that is true.
So,
Yeah, be careful who you trust, guys.